Hi guys, today I'm reviewing this Presto Pro Fry Deep Fryer. It measures 9.9 inches tall, 9 3/4 inch wide, and 13.8 inches deep. The unit weighs about 7 pounds. The cord is about 26 inches long, and Presto recommends that you do not use an extension cord. With the fryer comes a cover, so there should be no oil splatter when you lower food into the oil. If you're making French fries or other food with a high moisture content, don't use the cover. There's a grease filter in the cover and you don't have to replace it. A frying basket with handle is included. This fryer is heated by an 1800 watt immersion element. This is the enameled pot. This pot holds 3 liters or 3.2 quarts of oil, and you can fry up to 8 cups of food. Inside the pot, there is a maximum and minimum line. The oil level always has to be above the minimum line and below the maximum line. The base has 2 handles, so it's easier to pick up. The control unit with the heating element. There are 2 tabs here, and they slide right into these slots. The control element sits at the bottom of the pot. You can set the temperature of your oil from 275 to 375 degrees Fahrenheit, and there is a signal light to indicate when your oil has reached the set temperature. Before using the unit, wash the parts. The control unit with the heating element should be wiped with a damp cloth. Don't wash it with water. The base, pot, fry basket, and cover are dishwasher safe, or hand wash in warm soapy water. Make sure to dry all the parts before using. The fryer should sit on an even, heat-resistant surface. As for the type of oil, use those with higher smoking temperatures like vegetable, corn, sunflower, or peanut. It's best not to use olive oil, shortening, butter, margarine, or lard. In the instruction manual, there's a frying timetable with the type of food, quantity, time, and temperature, as well as some recipes. You can also steam and boil using this unit, and there are instructions in the manual. I doubt most of you will be buying this unit to steam, so I'll show you the frying part. When you fry, it is important that all the parts of the unit are dry. Also, it's best if you pat dry any food of excess moisture, since hot oil and water are a dangerous combination. When you get the unit, the handle is going to be separate from the basket. To attach the handle, squeeze the hooks, and these have to go into the 2 holes. The bars will sit straight in the bracket. Squeeze the hooks. Put them into the hole first and pull back. It'll fit nicely in the bracket. Make sure this part is in the hole. The handle is straight in the bracket. Otherwise, when you go to pick up the handle, it might fall or drop the basket, and that's dangerous. To remove the handle, just squeeze the hooks and pull out. When storing this basket away, just squeeze the hooks and you can put the handle right into the basket. The magnetic plug attaches to the back of the unit here. If the unit overheats, it will automatically shut off. Unplug and allow the unit to cool, then press the reset button on the back. I'll make fried chicken because it's probably what you'll be frying most. Put the enamel pot into the base. Make sure it's sitting right. Next, put in the control unit with the heating element. Slide it down the side here. The heating element touches the bottom of the pot. All the parts are dry. The oil is a little above the minimum line. I'll attach the magnetic plug to the unit. Plug into a wall outlet. I'm going to set the temperature dial to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. The orange light has come on. It should take about 10 minutes for the oil to heat to the set temperature. The light will go out when the temperature of the oil is your set temperature. While the oil's heating, I'm going to get my chicken. You can fry using the basket or fry directly in the pot without using the basket. The basket can be filled 3/4 full, except if you're frying raw French fries, then it should be only half filled. Battered foods like chicken could stick to the basket, so you can fry the chicken directly in the pot without the basket, but if you want to use the basket, lower the basket into the oil first and then put the chicken in the basket. These are the chicken wings that are battered. I made this recipe in a cast iron pan on my other channel, Anita Cooks. I'll put a link to that recipe at the end of this video, and a link in the description below if you want to see this crispy fried chicken wings recipe. The orange light has gone off. That means the oil is at 350 degrees Fahrenheit and we can fry the chicken. Put the hooks on the pot. Put the cover on. Make sure the vents are facing away from the handle. Hold the handle, pull it up, and gently lower the basket. Keep lowering it. Until the basket hits the bottom. You can see all the steam coming out of the vent, so just be careful, it's hot, you want to stay away from this area. I'll set my timer to 10 minutes. I just want to show you what's going on inside. Usually we leave the cover on, but I'm just curious. There it is, it's boiling away. And it's nice to have a cover so the grease is not splattering all over the place. The base gets very hot during frying, so don't touch it. You can hear a lot of activity in there. Let's check the chicken. Take the cover off. Gently pull this up. And put the hooks on the pot. Let this sit here for a few minutes for all the oil to drain. They've drained, now I'll put these on a plate. Don't forget to turn the dial all the way down. When you're finished frying, always remove the plug from the wall outlet and then from the deep fryer. As I said before, when you use battered chicken, it might stick to the basket. And this one has, as you can see, it'll come out with some gentle prying. So as suggested in the manual, it is best when you're doing battered foods to put the basket into the oil first and then just gently put in your battered food. Use metal tongs, as plastic or rubber can melt in the hot oil. Crust is nice and hard, it's gonna be crunchy. So I fried the 8 pieces of chicken at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 12 minutes. Let's cut into one. It's cooked. Just gonna taste this. It's really good crunchy fried chicken wings. And it's nicely cooked all the way through. The little drumettes are thicker and they're also cooked nicely. You have to try this recipe if you like a nice crunchy crust on your chicken. The oil line in the pot looks pretty much the same. That means very little oil has been absorbed into the chicken. So you end up with crunchy fried chicken that's not greasy at all. If you want to fry something else right away, the light has to be off so you know the oil is at the set temperature. With these few pieces of chicken, I gently lowered the basket into the oil first and then put the chicken into the oil. I'm frying these at 375 degrees. 10 minutes are up. I'll turn this off. Again, be careful, it's very hot in this area. Let the chicken drain. This batch looks a little bit darker than the first, and they're not sticking to the basket at all. So just dropping them in with the basket already in the oil is the best way to fry battered food. So you can see the color difference between the chicken wings fried at 375 degrees. They're much darker, and the ones at 350 degrees are much lighter. Chicken is cooked nicely, so 10 minutes at 375 will work well. Nice and crunchy. And cooked all the way around. After frying, turn off the unit, unplug it from the wall, and wait for the oil to cool completely. Then you can remove the parts for cleaning. It's best to strain the oil through a filter before storing it in an airtight container. Put the container of oil in a cool, dark spot or in the fridge. For storage, unplug from the wall first and then from the deep fryer. I liked frying in this unit because I don't have to worry about the temperature of the oil. When I fry in my cast iron pan, I don't usually use a thermometer, and one batch of chicken can be a little dark, one batch of chicken can be a little light. It's hard to tell even if you fry a lot. So with this unit, you don't have to worry about the temperature. Every batch is going to come out the same. It's safe because there's a cover and there's no oil splattering everywhere, and it's pretty easy to use. If you want to try out this Presto Pro Fry, I've put a link in the description below. Share this video and subscribe for more reviews. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.